Hey guys, I'm Hillbilly Dude. Thanks for watching this. Today we're talking about the CRKT Minimalist Bowie. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just get into it. So when you get this knife, it's going to come in the CRKT green and white box. It's going to come with a little bit of paperwork about their warranty and a couple other products. The knife comes in a sheath with a lanyard. And it also comes with this additional little belt clip. If you want to put this on the knife or on the sheath, you can put it on there so you can wear it on your belt. I really don't want that. I bought this just for a neck knife, so I don't use this. But it is there if you want it. The lanyard is 550 cord. You have an adjustment slider here. You can slide up and down to adjust it. It also works as a breakaway. If you're wearing this around your neck and it gets caught in something, you can, I mean, you're not going to strangle yourself. It's gonna break away. So, yeah, this is a pretty sweet little knife. I like it. It's not a high quality knife by any means, but we're going to get into that here in a minute. But overall, I don't think it's a bad design. I think it's actually a really good design. So CRKT, or Cricket, I've heard a lot of people call it Cricket. It's actually CRKT, and it stands for Columbia River Knife and Tool. It's a company that was founded in 1994, and they're located out in Oregon. This is the Minimalist Bowie, which is one of several designs in the Minimalist line that CRKT has put out. It's designed by Alan Foltz down in Florida. It's an excellent little design. You can get multiple blade designs in this Minimalist line that are going to be the same material, roughly the same size and weight and sheath and everything. But if you don't like the Bowie design with the little clip point blade, you can get them with a Tanto blade. You can get them with a drop point blade, Wharncliffe. Just get on their website and check it out, and you'll probably find one that appeals to you. I like the Bowie design myself, so that's what I went with. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm a fan. Let's talk about price real quick before we get into the specs of this knife. It's listed on their website, on CRKT's website right now for $39.99. And this is July 17th of 2020. But as of right now, it's $39.99 on their website. You can find it on Amazon for $24, which is where I bought it. It's actually at my local Lowe's for $24 as well. And I actually found it on Walmart.com for $16 after I had already purchased this one, of course. But anyway, so you're looking at right around that $20 to $25 range for this knife, realistically. Unfortunately, it is made in China, I believe. I actually Googled it because I try to buy American-made products as often as possible. And being that this is an American company, and I think some of their products are made in America, I was hoping this one would be too. But unfortunately, once I got the box in, it says product of China. I don't know if that's going to focus, probably not. The box says product of China, so it was a little bit of a letdown. But for the price and the, I don't know, just really for the price of it, you're getting what you pay for, I guess. It's not an expensive knife or a high quality knife by any means. I bought this with the intention of using it for fishing trips and canoe trips. I do a lot of rafting and canoeing in the summertime, so I wanted something that I could have a neck knife that would be easily accessible, because it's hard to dig into your pockets when you're sitting down in a canoe for a pocket knife. And I wanted something that was going to be corrosion resistant, have good corrosion resistance, so this meets that. And also something that was going to be light, small, out of the way. It wasn't going to be getting caught in everything or be irritating me from wearing it. And so I got to looking around, and I thought, well, you know what, for the price range, even if it's a dud, I'm not out a lot of money, and it's not that bad of a deal. So I bought it, and I'll get into a little bit more what I think about it, but let's get on with the specs so you can see the size and everything of this. Okay, so the blade length is 2.13 inches. This is made out of 5 CR15 MOV steel, which is the biggest drawback of this knife, in my opinion. I do like the design, do not like the steel. This is not a high-end knife steel by any means. It's a pretty pretty low end entry level knife steel. It just doesn't have enough carbon in it to keep a lot of edge retention. It's a pretty soft steel as far as knives go, but it does have really good corrosion resistance properties. So it works good for what I was wanting to do, as far as be able to throw it in the sheath, put it around my neck, inside my wet shirt, if I'm sweating on it, if I'm swimming, wading out in the water, fishing, whatever, it's not going to bother it, and it doesn't. It's really good for that. So I'm satisfied as far as that goes. But as far as for knife steel, it's just not the best knife steel. The blade finish is Bead Blast. It has a Bead Blast blade finish, which is actually pretty nice. I do like it. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. The excuse me. The handles are polished resin infused fiber is what they call it on their website, and I'm actually a fan. I do like it. It doesn't have any liners or anything, but honestly, the fit and finish of this is actually pretty good. There's no rough edges, no spots where the tang is sticking up higher than the handles or anything like that. The handles are slightly textured, so there's a little bit of texture there to give you a little bit more traction when you're holding on to it. Comes with this little bitty ponytail looking thing on the back, and you can cut that off if you want to. That's not a big deal. I left mine on. I like it because it gives you something for your pinky to purchase on whenever you're holding it. You do have pretty good finger cutouts here, so yeah, you can get a pretty good purchase on it. It's ergonomically, it feels great. I like it. It does have a little bit of jimping on the back of the blade, which I also like. Okay, so the blade thickness is 0.11 inches, so it's just a little bit less than 1/8 of an inch thick. The overall length is only 5.13 inches, so this is a really, really small knife. You can see, like this in my hand, it's just small, and I've got pretty good sized hands though, but nevertheless, it's a really small knife. Like I said, the blade is only 2 inches long, so the weight on this also is a big selling point for me. I'm really, really happy with the weight. It is, sorry, it is 1.6 ounces. So you're talking about 1.5 ounces for the knife itself. The sheath is another 1/2 ounce. So altogether you're looking at 2.1 ounces for this whole setup. That is incredibly light for a fixed blade knife that's going to be full tang. Yeah, I mean, you just can't go wrong with that. It's really good as far as that. It's also really thin, pretty thin profile, which works great. It lays flat inside your shirt if you're going to wear it for a neck knife. And that's pretty much it as far as the specs go. So I'll get into kind of what my opinion is on it after I've bought it and I've got a chance to use it a little bit, carry it around. I'm a fan. I like it. I think it's a really good design that was poorly executed with the fact that they use cheap knife steel. If they would make this in a little bit better quality steel, it would be a lot more realistic everyday carry option for me. But for now, it's going to be used for what I bought it for, and that's just every once in a while throw it around my neck when I'm going fishing or whatever, and if it gets wet or if I lose it, it's not a big deal. I'm not out a lot of money. It wouldn't be bad to throw this in a extra like small survival kit or something like that, because it's so small. You can wrap this up, put it in a little box or a little tin or whatever with some first aid stuff, some fire stuff, fishing kit, whatever, and just forget about it. You know what I mean? It's not going to get in the way of anything. It's small enough. It'll pack up real light. It also wouldn't be a terrible choice as far as a self-defense knife. Now, it wasn't designed for that, but it's multi-purpose for sure. You can use this for a lot of stuff, and for self-defense, I could see that being an option. I wouldn't probably pick this for my first choice by any means, but if you have it, you know, you could clip this on your belt or put it inside your waistband or in a pocket, or even put the clip on it and clip it inside your cowboy boot if you're wearing boots or something like that for a last-ditch option. But yeah, I mean, it's really accessible, really quickly pulled out. So there's no action to fail. It's strong, it's solid, it's one solid piece, you know, being a fixed blade full tang. So it's not going to break if you were pulling out and trying to use it real quick. It's going to give you that strength you're looking for. So yeah, self-defense, I could see that. That's reasonable. Anyways, yeah, that's the review of the CRKT Minimalist Bowie Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe.